And welcome back. This is Bonus Koopa with more bonus episodes of Let's Play Chrono Cross. As promised, I am joined by Poshul here. We have just saved Kid. I brought the Poshul along from Homeworld, and the game does indeed recognize the difference between bringing the Poshul from Homeworld and the Poshul from another world, because when Korcha says Surge is the only one from the other world, this time Poshul does correct him. Ahem. Me with Surgy Poo too. But that's all we get. Just that one line. But still, the game does recognize you can have a Poshul from Homeworld and a Poshul from another world. With that said, I'm going to head back, choose not to save Kid, and I'll show you a different ending as a result. Backtrack a little bit. This time I did not choose to save Kid. While she is incapacitated, we are able to get another ending. Notice that I do have Glenn and Macho with me, so I went ahead and decided not to save her. Let's use the time egg. Head to the darkness of time. I also have quite a good party with me, considering we still have Surge because there's still not too many options here. But I will not be using the extract. I'm going to go ahead and say that now because I would rather have the text used separately. And it should go a little bit more quickly this way. There are still some double text and a couple triple text to show off, but extract we're going to avoid for the time being. We will come to the tech showcase later, and we'll go over the very few double text and triple text at that point. All right, let's go for the dash and slash. I pretty much just decked out Glenn and Macho with a couple free falls. Since Glenn and Macho both have their level 7 text, this turns out to be a pretty damn good team, I must say. I do have the slasher on Glenn. It was the best thing that I had for him. And it's quite good. Not as good as the Prism sword or Rainbow sword, whatever it is, would be, but still pretty damn good. Let's see what we got. Dash and gash. Still does quite well, all by himself. Oh, Macha's poisoned and afraid. Probably afraid that she's poisoned, but she will smack the shit out of you with a frying pan. I feel like I should show off all of the kitchen utensils as well. All right, let's go for folding here to start. That I should just show it off on all the characters that can use it. She folded up the Time Devourer. Macha is the most powerful sorceress known to man, but it still only did about 800 damage. I feel like of all the weapons, the kitchen utensils are the most unique. Granted, each piece of weaponry that you have, for lack of a better word, does typically come with its own in-battle sprite, right? The Prism Swallow here looks like a Prism Swallow. It looks different than the Master Moon A and all the other stuff that we had equipped on Surge throughout the playthrough. I don't feel the need to show all of the pieces of equipment off, especially in cases like lures and picks and stuff like that. It doesn't always show. But with the kitchen utensils, I feel like I should. I feel like they are worthy of looking at least a little bit, because they do have a completely different look to them. All right, let's go for the dive and drive. Pierce foe from above and finish with a kick. Don't remember this one. I feel like we showed it off. I must have, but I just don't remember. Okay, that was quite devastating. Nicely done, Glenn. Macha, can you one-up it? Nope, because you can't even hit him. Giant endgame boss, and you can't even hit it. You're no longer afraid, though, so there's something. Hit it with a bottoms up. $600 damage. It's hard to argue with that. Not necessarily the move I would choose, but it seemed to work quite well for her. So I'm not even going to get to all of the free falls that I have on there, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. As long as the Time Devourer goes down, I will be happy. Now, which one of yours have I not used? I think it's just the level 5 now. That's going to be super effective against Glenn, but I'm still not worried because it's still magic and that's not all that great. I'll just do it that way. And now it's time for the Sonic Sword. Technique taught to him by his late big brother. It's still quite damaging. Glenn is quite good at the end of the game. Okay, once again, not the attack I would choose. I feel a common theme with the Matcha family. That just seems to be a way that you guys do things. All right, dirty dishes. One angry mama lets anything fly. Hit the Time Devourer with the dishes. But first we must shimmy. What a hell of a big pot. That was a pot, wasn't it? I saw a couple walks in there, but that one at the end. All right, that is it for Surge's text, correct? Correct. So free fall it is. Shouldn't take more than 2 from each person. Each people, clearly. Each person before we are good to go here. Especially with Glenn doing terrible there at the end, but he was doing a good amount of damage for a bit. He was doing something. All right, let's go for the free fall that I have. Not that these are my best magic users by any means. Fall faster. If I fast forward, it should do more damage, but it doesn't work that way. Oh, and down goes the Time Devourer. Yeah, you bring a good party with you, it can go rather quick. I was anticipating at least one more round. But we have defeated the Time Devourer once more. Once again, we should be seeing an alternate ending that is pretty close to what we saw last time. It will be very similar to that. However, there are some key differences that do make this stand out as an alternate ending. Particularly the portions with Kid, since of course she's in a different situation now than she was before. But as long as Kid is incapacitated, you should be able to get this ending. And we're back at the element shop. Serge is still working here. Hi, Serge. Looks like you're getting used to working here. Daddy, don't tell me you're going out to gather mushrooms again. Well, now that Serge is helping out, I have a lot of free time on my hands to become a mushroom. An abomination to all nature. But what about doing the inventory? You're the one who said there's always work to be done in element shops. Don't worry about it. At my age, you have to live a little. Anyway, you two sure make a great couple. That's one worry off my mind. I've been trying to get rid of her for years. Daddy, don't jump to conclusions so fast. Well, I'm off to Shadow Forest. When I come back, I'll be a mushroom. Be careful and come back before dinner. Daddy still can't get enough of those mushrooms. Well, I guess it's time to get down to business. We never did find out what that business was. I'm not sure if it's inventory or sex. And that's not a thought that I've had before. And in comes Lena once more. Excuse me, you have a customer. Oh, Lena, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were here. What's so good about Termina anyway? I can't believe you decided to work here, even though I found him at Jum and Arnie. Did you say something, Lena? I can't hear you. What happened to your loud, annoying voice? Oh my, I think this element may be rotten. Is this the kind of merchandise you sell to your customers? Speaking of rotten, there was an awful stink just as you walked in. No, I'm pretty sure the smell is coming from this shop, coming from your rotten personality. Lena, isn't it time you went home? Alone? All by yourself? With no one to walk you home? Oh, how dare you. Ladies, please, you can fight over me in a different setting. Why does it have to turn out like this? And now we don't get that part with Kid, or with Korcha for that matter. We go on to a different part. And for those of you that have been wondering how Kid gets saved without our help, this is the ending that finally does reveal it. Why the bloody hell do I have to do this? Stop complaining, Bloody Rose. A spy must conduct field investigations. Since when did I become a spy? And quit it with that codename stuff. You do not like it? You really should not be saying this in front of Orcha. Then how about Red Scorpion? That's not the bloody point. Don't you slack off, newbies. Yes, sir. He's still not a very good spy. All right, fine, I'll do it. You did save me life by getting me the Hydra humor, I suppose. So, here we do find out what happened. Norris got it. How he gets it, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think they go over it here, but Norris is the one that brings the Hydra humor to save Kid. But none of that codename rubbish. Damn, where in hell did Surge and them go? And then we do get the same ending here with Pierre, Salt, and Pepor. Is something wrongly wrong, Monsieur Pierre? This is it. There is no turning back now. Shake it, Pierre, Salt. Just you wait, Lynx. We'll teach you a lesson about General Viper's spite. Shake it and say your prayers. Nothing'll do you any good. Monsieur Pierre, let us be on our way. Actually, moi seem to have an upset stomach from last night's party of Monsieur Zappa's. It is not a good idea for moi to run. Are you seriously serious about being a hero? That's pathetic. It's a very slow walk still. Can I fast forward an ending? I can. Please, do not run. I can fast forward through an endings that we have seen before. I haven't actually tried that. But since we have seen this one, and so recently, and nothing about this particular part has changed. Huh? What just happened? What are we doing out here? We're so high up. Is this thing floating? Our bodies seem to have passed through the floor just now. This sure is some fort. Huh? Pierre? Well, what's shaking, Pierre? You all right? You don't look so well. Who knows if there'll be a toilet up ahead? Shake it and hold it in. For all of you that have been begging for some diarrhea jokes, we got 'em. Moi should be fine. Moi am a hero. I'll do my best. We shook out a lot of cash to hire you. You better. Did you get him his medal too? It got stolen by a kid. That should have been kind of a tell. Someone shaking it open the door. We shall leave this up to you, Pepper. Why me? Moi say we decide this with a game of rock, paper, scissors. That would be appropriate, no? Good idea. You're a true hero, all right. Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shake! And it is you, Monsieur Pierre. Oh, moi feel the squirt coming on. Oh, whenever I feel the squirts coming on, I too play dead and lie on the ground. Oh, the pain, the pain. Oh, man. All right, let's shake another game. Oui, indeed. And he's right back up. And then I assume Lynx kills him. Well, technically General Viper's up first, right? But maybe it doesn't work out that way for them. The three of them were never heard from again. But either Viper or Lynx just absolutely wipes the floor with them. And that is the next ending. Like I said, mostly the same, slightly different though, in a very important way, because we do finally get to find out how Kid is saved without our help. But with that done, that is going to do it for these bonus parts of Let's Play Chrono Cross. I've been Baller Scoop. I've been joined, as always, by the Squirts. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.